up, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Black Ramen Podcast. Hey, what's up? Hi, this is Chatty Patty, aka Madam Straw Hat, aka the Celestial Dragon, aka I got friends with me.
Hi, this is Sleepy Bree, Tea Sippin' Bree. How do you do?
What's up, people? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate. I just realized I'm in the wrong camera placement, but now it's too late.
Too late, just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah, right.
I just don't like it when y'all change it in between, because then
No, I got you.
My bad, man. I got my signal worked out. I won't drop out this time.
Well,
I won't promise anything.
We can't promise nothing.
It's better.
Yeah.
I'm working
solar
on it.
flare could hit. I don't know. Could get hit by an EMP. We might be at war. Like,
Oh, dang. We might.
Why? Hey,
Hey,
wait
on
a minute. On a lighter note,
escapism.
come on. God, now people who listen, they just depressed now. In like 3 minutes in, it's like, what the fuck?
I. Well, I mean, if you just watch Bridgerton, you depressed too.
Oh
I'm depressed.
no! Stop!
We won't do any spoilers, but damn, the season was so good.
Oh my god! All right, back on Bridgerton. I'm having fun right now. Sorrows, prayers. Still having fun. Real quick, I really want to mention this. If you guys didn't understand what I was saying when we talked about the mangaka from Gachakuda and Gachiatka, or my favorite, Gachakuchi, what I was saying is she started out when she was making her complaints about fan art and how she wanted it a certain way so it doesn't mimic her art too much. I know I went on a rant, but I feel like what you guys don't understand is that she started out as a fan as well, doing fan art herself. And that's how she got praised and got recognition. So I don't understand how you started out from this and you're making restrictions for other fan art and other fan artists who love what you do, who are also complimenting what you do. Because I feel like fan art is another way to compliment the creator. But that's my 2 cents. Okay, now we're going to go into some deeper shit. Let's go.
So actually, Patty, you can start off with this one with a new show coming to Netflix, other than part 2 of Bridgerton. Oh my God. Sorry. We're not doing live action. We're doing still 2D realm. Patty, what you got?
Oh, this is the type of shit. I love being a nerd. I love when we have access to all this good shit. It's crazy. Bridgerton, shout out to you. Shonda Land. Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Land. If they ever have an amusement park, I'm going there. It just, oh God,
It's gotta be R-rated. If it's a Shondaland amusement park, there's gonna be sexy couples banging on like every corner. Every time you turn a corner, there's someone getting pinned against the wall.
I'm going in as Olivia Pope. That's my cosplay. I'm cosplaying Olivia Pope. Yes, I am. Anyway, so Netflix, shout out to Netflix. Thank you, Netflix, because y'all going over 2 for 2 right now. First news that we had, they did the backdoor dealings with Mappa, as Bree would say it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they have now announced an adult animation called, I'm fucking up the name, but you already know that's me. Base Ex Machina, right? So Base Ex Machina is taking place in like a sci-fi cowboy bebop type setting where it's very, very dark, very fast. And you know how I like about dark shit. I love my shit. One of the producers, he's actually the producer as long as one of the shout out to my baby right there. He's like, again. Yeah, again. Okay. So one of the producers, his name is Brian Tree Henry. If you guys don't know him, he's also been in Atlanta. He's also been in the Marvel movie. He's awesome. He's amazing. He is Black Gold, as I like to call it. We got Cree Summers, who's also a part of this project.
Okay.
And you see what it is?
Yeah,
All right.
boy.
There it is. And we have Janelle Monáe, who's also a part of this project. It's set to come out October 6th. Bree does have her reservations about it. She did mention what popped in her head when she thought when I presented this to her guys.
As soon as I heard Black people out west, steampunk style sci-fi, tell me I'm not the only one who immediately flashed back to the Sean Thomas's Cannon Busters. And what a mess that was. I wanted to like it, but it was a hot damn mess. And to just drive that home, that this is not just in my head that a flashback. Apparently, guess who's serving on the board as an executive producer?
No.
Yes, LaShawn Thomas
Alright, so
will be involved.
This is gonna be
Hold
trash.
on. Let's not just say it's gonna be trash. Because I remember Cannon Busters, and yes, it was bad. I will not sit here and try to act like it was this phenomenal, awesome piece of show. It had some little nuggets that could have been good if expanded upon properly. It's been a few years. Might have read a few more books. I don't know.
Doubt it.
Took a few classes on storytelling. We will see.
Well, he's not the writer, but just him being involved.
That's what I'm saying, you know? Him being involved might be like, oh, I see what the writer was going for. Let me leave that alone and not Hollywood it up, you know?
I don't know. Why do black people keep trying to do Old West steampunk? We all know what happened to Wild Wild West.
You know what?
That movie flopped. Y'all remember that
I
movie?
kind of enjoyed Wild West.
It was fun, but it was bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that flop, and then you watch them in the future. You're like, nah, that's kind of fun. I see how it didn't do well.
That's true. We always say there's a difference between fun and good.
This is gonna be trash. I should have never mentioned it.
We don't know because just because he's involved doesn't mean he's writing or directing it. Plus, as some hope for the animation, this is going to be done by a Korean studio, Studio Mir, who did Legend of Korra. They did Voltron. Let me see. I think they did the Witcher animated one. So visually, it's going to look pretty good. Nightmare of the Wolf. Nah. They animated the Boondocks. So at least action-wise, it'll be good.
That's what we said to Yasuke. We saw Mappa involved, and then what happened? It was a Yane. Okay. No. Anyway,
we'll see.
We'll see
when it comes out. We will definitely, at least watch episode 1. If it's already out, then at some point I will watch episode 1.
Is there a release date?
October 6th. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Prayers. Sorrow. Prayers. So. Are we gonna announce the Evangelion new?
Yeah, drop the title. We got some new sequels to big series coming, but movie sequels, right?
No.
It's gonna be episodes.
It's gonna be episodes. So basically, we have no, that's my documentary. My bad. So season 1 is gonna be a movie, 5 specials, and then new series. So it's gonna be one movie. Yeah, I mean.
All for Neon Genesis?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like Neon, Evangelion has been a staple in anime. Like that beautiful artwork, story premise, not a big fan because you know what? You got to put your daddy issues aside to save the world. I get it. Be petty. Fuck that nigga, but still, you don't want to step in the machine for what? Nigga, I want to live. You better get in this machine and say fuck daddy while you're while you're trying to save the world.
That did not come out like you thought it would.
Right? Like, whoa.
It did not. But this will be taken out.
The world's worth it.
Okay.
Nah, that's keeping it.
But I feel like when it comes to anime, we always recycling shit though. We always taking up new, like 25 years. There's other things we could tackle. There's other things.
The thing is, I'm not that mad at it because of the times we live in. I'm not that pissed. We have so many shows and movies that are coming out right now. If you want to take an old one and just remake it too, whatever. Just keep the numbers coming. All right. As long as you don't go, all right, we only gonna release 10 shows this season, and then 5 of them gonna be remakes, then I have a problem. But if you're gonna keep making 40 shows a season and one or two of them are remakes, okay. I enjoyed the Ranma 1/2 remake. I had no problems. I never got to see it when I was younger, so
you mean Ranma no nipple?
No nipple. I'm so pissed. Like, how dare they? Why? It just looked weird. Okay, personal gripe, but fine. But y'all know what I would like to see a remake, but a continuation / remake of? I want that one-shot sequel of Death Note to get like an OVA anime, just like a 60-minute movie.
The Trump?
Y'all, in case you have not read it, yes, it will be so perfect right now. So there is a one-shot sequel to Death Note, takes place like, 10, 15 years later, and some new high school, young college age snap gets the Death Note. Shinigami's like, so you're gonna write someone's names? He's like, fuck that. No. I'm gonna sell it. So it's a one shot of him causing like a bidding war around the world and hatching a scheme to sell the Death Note to whatever country bids highest. And guess what? Fucking president of the US, current president, bids on it. And it's hilarious. I think this came out in like around 2016 or something. Yeah, during his first term. Who knew he would be back? So it's so timely and good. It feels so realistic. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but the plan this man hatches, he would be my hero. I like this guy's plan so much. It's so good and it's clean. I need just like a 60-minute Mappa animated special of that. That's all. But that being said, I'm not mad at Neon Genesis for coming out with more. We'll see what the story has. We'll see if they can update it, make it resonate with a current audience. The other series that Patty you were talking about. Wait. You got more for Neon?
No, I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Since we talked about, the Death Note and all that stuff, or we could say all that is kind of political, right? So
all art is political.
Everything. I want to know, does that make you a bad consumer when you take in these mediums of art and don't find it political when they're right in your face?
You just have bad media literacy. Like,
well, hold on.
You didn't learn to read right.
There are ways. On one hand, I think there's a difference between not reading it with a political lens and saying it's not political. Because for the first one, there's multiple ways to read it. So sometimes you can read it in the context of what's happening around, analyze it like that. Sometimes you might want to analyze it just in the context of the work itself. So if you're thinking about like themes, how characters go, so the world just within it, or you can read in the world without, and those are all just different ways to experience and analyze a piece of work. And that is totally fair. So if you wanted to say, look at this only within the context of the work, that's fine. When you're wrong is if you say, oh, it is not political at all with no context. Like, there's no such thing as anyone writing in a bubble. Whoever writes or draws or animates or directs exists in the world with their own experiences, their own takes, and those takes matter and influence the work they make. In subtle ways, in different ways, you can like analyze and argue how, but you can't say it's 0% not political at all, no context at all. It's like that's not how it works. There's no such thing as non-political X, Y, or Z.
Wait, maybe sometimes some poetry could be non-political?
Nah, especially not poetry.
I've seen some very bad poetry where it's just, I was looking outside and that's that. That's the poetry. And it's like, I could kind of give you that, but, and even then, like,
no.
if you know who the artist is, sometimes that bleeds through.
Right, who's the artist? When did they write? What is the context of them writing?
If you don't know who the writer is, if you have no idea and you read it just completely empty with no author, it can just be kind of blank. I think of poetry like that a 5-year-old wrote. Like it didn't really mean anything. It was just there.
Even that 5-year-old's living in a specific social economic situation. Might have one parent, two parents.
Yeah, but you don't know who the 5-year-old is.
Like, right, that's what I say. It's fair to not analyze it in a specific way, but to say it's completely disconnected from the world is impossible. You can say, I don't know what the context is, but you can't say there is no context.
Yeah, fuck, yeah. No, it's all political. Mm-hmm. This politics just bleeding in.
I don't know. I do believe there's a form of ignorance when you. No, I agree with you. Totally. Oh, yeah. But I feel like there's got to be a form of ignorance when you're reading works like Code Geass.
Crazy.
Note.
And saying that's not political?
And just say it's not political.
Talking about military dictatorships and the criminal justice system.
The wild one is always one page is not political. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Anytime you have the main protagonist running away from authorities, government officials, I'm sorry.
When you have government officials, it should kind of be blatantly in your face that we're talking politics.
Even listen,
talks about absolute justice.
Your favorite anime this season, Sentenced to Be Hero, is political as fuck.
Yeah,
very political. So I just feel like you can enjoy the art, but when you miss the point, I just feel like, are you really enjoying it? Are you really catching the vibe? Are
I
you
mean,
really understanding what the artist is trying to portray?
there's always that dilemma of like, are they answering the question that you asked? Like, because if you say it's a political show, are we talking like, are they thinking like, oh, are we talking something like West Wing? You know, like it's a show about politics versus like there are themes of politics within the show, which is two different things. But that's usually like when you see the trolls online talking about it, that's usually not what they're saying. They're not saying, oh, well, you know, it's not really talking about politics all the time. A lot of times it's just about adventure. And there's politics in the background happening and, you know, it influences it, but it's not the core element of the show, which is something I can accept.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways.
But the trolls usually aren't giving that nuanced of a take.
No,
They're just
it's
saying,
not.
nah, there's no politics at all.
At all.
And that's
Well, there are
no, nah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is also fair to read something without politics because there's so many ways to read. I think one of the best examples is the Harry Potter series. There's what you read when you just read the book straight up, how some of the villain characters are pretty anti-Semitic coded. You can read it with a little bit of context. What did the author intend? Some pretty anti-turf stuff. You can read it with even larger context that this was a, say, British woman in Scotland in the 1990s who was, you know, not really that politically savvy or engaged when it was written. So do you want to read it in that context? There's not always a specific way to read it. There's so many different contacted lenses you can put on.
I just feel like the way they separate everybody in different houses, I feel like then it started getting a little political.
No,
No?
it's not political from jump. Like,
Right? And again, there's what the author intended to write, and then there's what she actually did write.
Let me
Again,
just
if you're just trying to analyze the, say, criminal justice system and the placement of Slytherins versus XYZ, it's really fucked up because the core message as the story finishes is those 11-year-olds who go into the snake house start evil, end evil, always evil, not a single good one ever. So once at 11 years old you're judged for life.
yeah.
well, until
That's
the
a
end,
bad
where there was
message
one
that
was
she did
kind
not
of good.
intend to write, but that is the message written in the story.
Yeah.
Sure, there's some bad people everywhere, but all those fuckers are evil, all the way till the 7th book when they say, lock those kids in the basement. We can't trust them in fighting this war.
Yeah. Damn,
That's a
that was
fucked
just
up
good.
message that you can write, but it's different than, say, what the author
You're not
intended
saying
to
that.
write. She just didn't write that well.
No.
There were some plot holes that she just forgot to fill in or themes she did not address. So, like, intended, what is the politics of it? Is it what they intended? Is what they actually did produce?
But
Does
the
the context of the rest of the
there.
world matter?
The potential is there. See,
Potential
we
is
could
there.
say that now, but while we were younger reading this, we ate this shit up because
Oh,
we
my
were
God, yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
as a 12-year-old,
You was
it was.
I think
one
it's
of
not
the
just
most-
age, it's time, because this was a well-beloved series for multiple
Oh, no,
ages
100%,
across
but-
spectrum.
hold on.
But how you took it in 2000 is very different than how you took it in 2025.
I agree.
I can't say because I wasn't an adult when I took it in at 12. You know, I don't know how I would have taken it as a full-grown adult in that time. But I do like to believe I've gotten a little smarter. I'd like to believe I can notice a few more things. And as a youth, it was just an enjoyable time. I didn't question the good and evil. Of course, there's good and evil. It's right
Yeah.
here, clear, black and white.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, there's a bit more to it than that.
Right.
Like, you know?
I look at it as political. Like, as soon as you ain't got no money to buy a wand, and everybody else, like a lot of things come into it. But then again, I feel like it's you as a person and your growth. But at the age, not at the age that we are now, at the crisis that we are now, with the living situation and how we are globally and what's happening in our in our government, for you to just say, "Nah, I don't see it," I feel like that's doing you
That's
a
crazy.
disservice.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
At
absolutely.
the same time, too, I do feel like, you know what, you want to just focus on just the fantasy because of how shitty the world is, but everything that's art is affected by what we have to deal with outside. You know, for you to find something that doesn't have an inkling of what our system is about it's very hard. But when it's there, don't do a disservice and say I don't see it. You know, I feel like that's horrible to say, and I'm pretty sure that you look like an asshole saying it. But anyway, on to the next topic.
All right. So we have not mentioned Madoka.
Madoka Magica, another movie. There we go.
All right, handled. As you said, Madoka's coming up with another one, as they have many times before. So that a slightly more fun segment, we have Manga Recs for you guys. If you think you want to get into manga, you want to just start maybe reading a few, we all have a little something that we would love you to read because we loved reading it. Patty, do you want to go first?
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, I am starting off real hot and spicy. I am doing a manhwa recommendation. Guard Pass. Guard Pass is I enjoyed it. So it's about a girl with her guy best friend in high school. Her guy best friend is just a big friendly beast or whatever. He's huge as hell, but he's just a cuddle bear. Anyway, so they're friends. They grow up. The female protagonist, well, she's not the protagonist. You think she is, but she's not. It's actually the guy. She goes to the gym. She practiced taekwondo, and the guy, he's just pick her up. Let's go to school. Let me take you home. Nothing. They're just great friends. He even gets bullied, but he doesn't care because he's big. He's like, whatever. I'm going home. So now, come to find out, the girl gets into an incident where she gets jumped horribly, like broken legs, all types of shit. She's in the hospital. Now he's like, what happened? Like, I'm her friend. I'm supposed to protect her. What happened? And he realized that looking at himself, he's not in a position to protect anybody. So he does a whole transformation, whole lookism type shit. Go to the gym, tries to learn how to fight. But the instructor is telling him, I'm not going to teach you how to fight if you're going to go back and just use what I taught you for revenge. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Hint, he does. But anyway, he lied. But you could see the determination in his face. And he's like, yo, I want to protect her. And I want to find out why this happened. You dive into a whole rabbit hole. You think this girl's getting jumped just because she's a girl. No, it's deeper than that. And that's why you need to watch. You need to read Guard Pass. It's on what's the manhwa on? Tapas. Yeah. Download Tapas. We are not getting paid for this. I'm just saying it's worth watching. So please definitely watch that when you get a chance. Guard Pass. Well, I'm saying watch. Read Guard Pass. It's pretty good. It's pretty intriguing. This came out years ago. But because the chapters were limited, I put it to the side. But yeah, definitely get Guard Pass. It's good. I love it.
All right, Derby.
All right, for me, I got a murder mystery for y'all. Good old who done it. Adabana, and it is being published by Dark Horse Comics. At least the English one is. In Japanese, in Japan, it's Shueisha. All right, so what this is it starts off with, we've had a murder. Somebody got.
The art is beautiful, by the way.
Art is very beautiful. So somebody got, and the police are going, holy shit, there's been a murder. I think they mutilated the body, like they chopped off her head and like body parts, and it's like, oh wow, this is intense for who was bad at this high school girl this bad. Her best friend comes through.
Man,
right? Exactly. Her best friend is the main character here. Well, kind of the main character. It's a few characters, but this seems to be the main character. And she confesses. She's just like, yo, yeah, I did that shit. And the police are like, all right, well, let's do the interrogations. Let's figure this out, Let's, dot our I's, cross our T's. And her lawyers legally have to give her a proper defense. So they're like, hey, we got to figure out what happened. So run us through the events. And for whatever reason, her stories just never seem to line up all the way. And that's as much as I could give you. Because, it's a murder mystery. So as soon as you get spoiled, you get spoiled. So it's just a lot of that going into her psyche. going into, and they draw out like her telling of events, and then things just keep changing slightly every time she tells the story. A little detail gets added here, a little detail seems off here. This person said they did something, but then you talk to that person, nah, that never happened. What the fuck is she talking about? We have no proof of this. So we've only read volume 1. It seems there's 3 volumes that are already out. So, if you sailed out high seas, you could probably finish it up. I don't recommend it. Wait and buy.
Okay, thank you.
Like a proper law-abiding citizen. Damn it. That is what Black Ramen recommends.
Okay, Bree?
My turn. Okay. These two went dark, so I'm going to lighten it up a bit with a little bit of shoujo love. So if you look, this one is called The Otaku Love Connection by Square Enix. Otaku Love Connection, Square Enix. And see that's the hottest girl in school. And that's the hottest guy in school. And they love each other. It's very cute. Very cute. But they're not the main characters, you see? Let me zoom in. This guy is. And he is in their class watching them, just think to himself, I ship it. I love them. All day, every day. He just likes watching them and saying, oh my God, they're so cute. Oh my God, look, they just got commented on. Freaking out. Loving it to death. What he doesn't know is he is also so hot he stops people in their tracks, but that's not important because he's a nerd. And one day he finds someone else in his class who also ships them. So it's about this guy down here and this girl up here. I'm sorry if you're just listening, you're not seeing this. I'm holding up a manga cover. But yeah, this guy down here and this girl up here bonding and growing closer together, making their own little relationship over their shared love of watching these two in love. And it is just the most adorable thing ever. Highly recommend The Otaku Love Connection. This is published by Square Enix.
You know what? That's your second manga recommendation for Square Enix.
Is it really?
Probably.
It is.
Square Enix puts out a lot.
Listen,
It always shocks me whenever I see Square Enix puts out manga. I'm like, I thought they made video games. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a shout out to Square Enix. Listen, Bree's your girl. Bree is your girl. Well, that's lovely. Okay,
And it's so funny. It's so cute. I can't wait. I need to get the next volume ASAP if it's
it
out.
feels like a feel good.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It will have you rolling laughing.
Adabana is not a feel good.
No, it's not. Guard Pass ain't a feel good either. No.
Well, that was the last feel good because Patty, you wanted to talk about some non-feel good sleepers this season.
Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. That's all I have to say. Wake up. There have been some sleepers this season that I feel is not getting talked about. Because all of y'all are obsessed with Sentenced to Be Hero. Don't get me wrong, Sentenced to Be Hero is very good. It is. I'm not even gonna hold you. It is great. Not as great as the light novel. I'm gonna say this. I've been looking for it, found a couple of chapters. I was like, this shit
Oh, it's good.
easy. It goes ham. It goes ham for no reason. This could easily, but it's so much going on. I can see why they trim the fat, but I love fat. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna fry me a pork belly, listen,
I
sizzle
had
that
some pork
fat,
belly the other day. It was good.
ain't it? Right, there it is. There you go. But yeah, so I feel like with the sleepers, right? I want to go into details on the titles that I feel like should get a lot of recognition. Even though you do hear us, we do talk about it. Champion. I'm saying champagne. Champion Witch. Now, Bree said that Champion Witch looks more like a feel good, right? She is absolutely wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why. It gets dark really, really fast. You start understanding the world of witches. It does get it gets very much political. That's another one too. We have white witches and we have black witches, right? Them two cannot coexist. They try to. You stay over there, I stay over here. You got your members, I got my members. But if they intertwine, somebody's gonna get beheaded, and it's usually the black witch, because white witches run the world, hence white. But I think the main protagonist, who is, they call her the champion. They call her the champion witch because she was cursed, and her curse has the ability to just take out a lot of black witches. So what ends up happening is she was able to overcome her curse because of the fact that she is an amazing witch. So she used the curse in her benefit. Hence, this is why she's able to absorb all the negativity and mushrooms come out. Now, along the story, light spoil, she finds another kid who was part of the white witches in the forest. They threw him away. He wasn't meant to be saved. He is cursed. The black delegation of witches, black witches, was like, we got to kill this kid. She's like, no, we are not killing this kid. This is a kid. He's cursed. We have to kill him. She's like, no, this is my baby now. So that's what happened.
Mine now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You got some snacks?
Yeah, I try to give him the snacks. Hold on. Well, I feel like a lot of people don't watch this enough because they feel like it's a happy feel good, but this is a sleeper that needs to be discussed, because every time when I think something's about to happen, it totally just twists everything, and I'm like, oh nah, this goes hard. Don't let the scores fool you. There's another sleeper, Holy Grail of Iris.
Oh yeah.
I think that's another sleeper too. I don't really see it as much. And I try to read. This is what I do, right? I know your For You page and TikTok and your Instagram feeds, usually they give you what you normally are into, right? So what I'll do, I'll go in the search bar and I will put the title just to see what kind of videos are popping up for that anime. And while I do see a good amount, but it's not hyped enough though. Like this right here, I love a good revenge story.
It's a good revenge story, but it's part of what we were saying. Well, not part of what we were saying. This is separate, but it's more of a political palace intrigue type show.
So you think that's a bad
if you're, it's not that it's bad. No, it's that it's a niche. You have to be kind of into that kind of story, or else you're gonna find it very boring. If you're not into the one, who done it? Two, okay, how do I talk my way out of this situation? But it's not even like a logical talk. It's more of a catty talk. It's a Mean Girls situation. Like if you're not good at Mean Girls, you're gonna be. If you were a character in the show, you're gonna be bad at this show in this world. And it's watching somebody navigate that with understanding their status. So how much can I get away with saying, but still coming out on top without getting beheaded? Because that's the game you're playing with. It's like, yo, this person can ruin your whole family, but if you cut them down to size properly with just words and like the few factoids you got, they can't do shit to you. Like, no, they can't move against you. And so it's dealing with that. It's dealing with like secret orders, and there's a lot to it. But if you are into more adventure and fighting shows, this ain't gonna be for you.
I don't know. I see it as the whole concept seems like an adventure to me. I love that. I love learning about, the politics of what's going on with the aristocrats. And hint, ladies and gentlemen, please watch Moriarty the Patriot. This is an amazing story. I love it too. Revenge.
I feel like there's more action than Moriarty the Patriot. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But yeah, I feel like this is a sleeper though. Even though all the things you said is correct, but I feel like if you have an acquired taste, or you just like to dabble in some new shit, that's what. Go ahead.
If you're into Apothecary Diaries, I feel like this would be for you.
Okay, I can see that.
Palace intrigue, murder mysteries, trying to figure out who done it.
Yeah, but I feel like you like that too. If you like the villainous type series, like when you get reincarnated. And
it depends on which villainous ones you're into. Because for some of them are gonna be more like the one that kind of started the snowball for all of these anime wise. And if you're gonna be like Katarina Klaya's type show, like the
Praise
villains all
Catalina.
roads right, all roads lead to doom. That's a bit more of a comedy. There's less. There's less about the palace intrigue. It's just comedy, and then the palace intrigue happens, and it's like, that's secondary to just laughing at Katarina deal with her harem, right? This is like, no, no, no. The harem, if there's a harem, it doesn't matter. We need to figure out how she died, who got her killed, why did they need her to die, and also the the current princess. What's her deal? What's her story? What's that backstory? So it's a very character heavy, very just talk
But see,
heavy.
now
Like
I gotta argue.
it's a lot of sitting in a room talking.
Yeah, but see, now I gotta argue with you now
Sure.
because I feel like all these things that you're saying that you got to be into this to be into you got to be into set niche in order to enjoy it. All of this is still saying that it's political, and if you're
I
not,
never said it wasn't.
yeah. But here's the thing, though. Since we all agreed that 90% of the stuff that we watch is political, especially when it comes to anime, I feel that you could get down with the sleepers that we just mentioned. No?
Not necessarily. Like just because it's political doesn't mean that they all cross. Like it'd be like saying, well, like for example, Patty, I don't think you enjoy Psychopaths. Do you?
I love the first season.
Well, everyone loves the first season. It's so good. All right, so that was a terrible example. My bad, guys. I'm trying to think of one, but off the top of my head, it's kind of tough. But yeah, just because it's political, not everyone's gonna be into that kind of political. So, like I said earlier, there's shows that are political forward, where the politics. So, like I said, bringing it to Western media, The West Wing, Scandal, for example. We talked about Olivia Pope earlier. Scandal, like that is politics forward. We are dealing with the nitty gritty of lawmaking and figuring how to get things passed, get votes, all of that. That's more the political. Like again, like I said, sitting in a room and just discussing shit is
Might not be
very
that
different
thing.
than yeah. There's a king, and he affects our world. So it's political in that way, and we have to navigate around the politics of this world to get through what we're trying to do. But it's not politics heavy. You're not sitting in a room to discuss what happens next with the laws. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, Chatty Patty just made an excuse for Derby to talk more than he usually does. You're welcome. But everybody's like, who is the soothing man? Yes, that is Sex Otaku. That is Derby, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so Journal to Which.
Yeah. Journal with which.
Journal with Which. I'm not saying two. Journal with Which. That's another one that when I tell you it hits, it's so adult oriented when it comes to like understanding your feelings, dealing with a loss, understanding your sexuality. Because one of the students is like, "Ooh, I don't want to get married, but my mom wants me to get married. Is there a problem? Is there something wrong with me?" Like, just it's like a good coming of age story, I could say. And there's little to no interaction with this online to me. So
Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's another sleeper too. Like the girl is really trying her best to fit in societal standards, her friends, in trying to navigate in high school and also coming to terms with her sexuality and who she is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's everyday shit, right? That's cool. But I still don't see enough people resonating with this because this right here is just like all in your face. Like, yeah, that's me. That's everybody, bro.
I mean,
Everybody. Especially with COVID just
yeah.
not too long ago just happened. Everybody suffered a loss. Why not talk about this? Wake up.
Well, I mean, that's part of it. It's a very heavy show. Like,
It's not one you post about right after. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's a sleeper hit. I feel like a lot of people watched, and some of the people who like critique anime mentioned it online, who like go into the serious deep dives. But it's not a hype. Yo, did you see the last episode? It's one where you watched and you just sit back and like, damn.
That was good.
That's why it doesn't have a lot of. It's not loud online, but I don't think people have overlooked it.
So
Yeah,
then why
it's
we
not
have
very.
Takopi Original Sins being talked about?
Well,
Shock
Taco
value.
P.
That one has a lot
Yeah,
harder shock value than
yeah.
this.
It's
This
because of the
one,
shock value.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely
But,
shock value.
but you said that Journal with Witch has a shock value too. Like you
No,
said,
I
You
said
said it's
it's
heavy.
deep and it hurts. Yeah, it's heavy, but it's not. Oh my god, I got a post about like, yo, you see that? It's more of a, damn. So it'll resonate inside you, but you don't want to immediately rush to social media to talk about it in the same way. You don't
Not only
immediately
that,
want to clip it like you want to clip that little
yeah,
pink camera.
yeah. It's not a like Bree said. It's not a very clippable show. Journal with Witch. It's just vibes. It's like soft and happening, and it's just you kind of just sit in it.
okay, so I would say I take that back. It's not a sleeper. It's
I don't think so now.
you sit in it.
Yeah, I think people who are into this show are watching it and just feeling the feels.
Yeah, that's a lot of it's a lot of feels.
Yeah.
It feels. Yeah, so I say all this to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are having issues with finding good sleepers or stuff that you just sit in, please make it your business to listen to Black Ramen Podcast. We will give you the titles that you need to listen to, need to watch, and recommendations on manga that you need to read. And yeah, we're not giving you stuff that's not worth watching. Listen, this whole podcast is a vibe. Tune in, get into it. And take a pen and paper too. Right there. Shit. Press the rewind button, go back with the 15-second mark. If you do that. Do that. All right. Now, let me see. What else are we talking about now?
Well, we just had one other topic we wanted to talk about briefly. Have y'all heard about this preferential seating at movie theaters? You know how when you get a plane ticket,
I ain't ever going back.
when you get a plane ticket these days, things have gotten like even worse. That if you don't pay extra money, you know you're sitting in like not the back half of the plane, the back third of the plane. Get all the way to the back, you broke ass person. It doesn't matter if you have an account, if you have the credit card, if you have the membership. It doesn't matter if you don't pay for the good seats. You have the worst seats. Congrats, you get
Everybody
just
gonna be in the
middles,
front. Like,
right?
What's
But now that was airplanes. Now it's going on with movie theaters. Is it specifically AMC or just in general?
so
AMC?
far, it's just AMC saying it.
Well, you know, with enshedification, it starts with one. They all take it. So
If it
they
makes
are
money.
reserving the good seats for only members. So you either got to pay extra or you got to get the membership subscription, or else those seats are not available at all. No matter how easy you book, you're a member.
Patty about to be like, oh,
Nah, I don't.
fuck.
It's no,
Is that like membership where you get like unlimited movies for like a month or something?
no, I don't.
No,
pay
Patty, not the
Okay.
like Stubs, like just loyalty member. No. I think it's the
Nah.
paid membership.
The
Where
paid
you like pay like $20
membership.
a month or
I get
something.
to skip the line though.
Even if you get to
I
skip
don't
the
know what that
line,
is.
That's the membership I have. It has 2 lines, and then there's a membership line. I get it. I go there.
I wouldn't know. I don't.
you are the
I don't-
problem.
if you out
No,
here
but
paying
it's that thing. So
AMC
pretty
monthly,
much, no matter how early you book, there are certain seats that will be unavailable to you unless you pay extra. So
Which
I'm sitting
seats
there
are those?
thinking, like, it depends on how bad it gets. What if they block it down so you can only do like the front 3 rows or the back 3 rows? We don't know. But it's the start of a downward slide, I think. For them
it's
trying to
bad enough.
squeeze more money out.
It's bad enough niggas ain't going to the movies anyway. You're just making me an excuse to just go to fucking
yeah.
go to the
but,
Pirates and just get my
I did
shit
talk
there.
to Brie about this a little, and part of what I feel is happening is they've reached like the mark, like the amount of people they were gonna reach when it came to the subscribers. So now they need reasons to make them feel like they're getting a value, and 2 to eventually squeeze them for a bit more. So it's going to start at whatever price they already have to make it very nice. Like, oh, you're already paying us $20 a month. Guess what? You now will never have to worry. You will always be able to get the best seat in the house, at least one of them, right? Mm-hmm. Now in the future, in a year if this goes well, which it most likely will. Because my best guess is they've tested it. These people don't do shit that hasn't been tested that will make them more money. In a year or two, when they've already turned the temperature up a little bit on the frogs, they gonna turn it up a bit more. Gonna be like, hey, it was $20 last year, but this year we're thinking 30. $30 a month. Go ahead. Yeah, you want to be here. You love it. You love being able to get these nice seats. It's very nice. You sit well. We give you an extra size of popcorn, maybe, for an extra like 30 cents on our part. Yeah.
Let me ask Bree. Bree, is it just me? Does it sound like Derby was in the room when they had these dealings? I feel like it was his idea. The way he started, I feel like he was right there and it was his idea.
I planned it out. That or he was the prophet. He saw it coming.
If I had stocks in this and was a board member, I would 100% do this. Because, look, I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of every single person who still pays for Netflix.
We said after talking about how grateful we are for Netflix, Bridgerton, and
I watched Bridgerton on your account. I ain't giving them niggas a dime.
Listen, you didn't close your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the same way I wouldn't on a pirate site that I would never be on. Because, law-abiding citizen and all.
Yo ho ho.
But yeah.
Prayers.
Like, you could get them to reverse the decision, and the easiest way would just be everyone don't go to the movie theater for like 6 months straight.
Easy. I haven't gone to the movie theater for 6 months.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking to you. You don't have a membership. I'm talking
I feel
about
like you just called me broke.
AMC called us all broke.
You know what?
That's how they gonna do it too. They're gonna be like, there's broke people around. What was that, the Dave Chappelle joke?
Hide the money, people. There's broke people around.
Exactly, that's the one.
Put your broke ass. Now there's but
and that's all they're doing. It's like, hey, look, if you can't afford it, just say that.
But nobody.
If you're poor, like that's not our fault.
All of us can't afford it right now. With the way the system is, like, come on, you paying $5 for a banana.
That's
like
not all of us.
And the ones that can, they're not. They have their own personal movie theater in their home.
They have their own personal movie theater, but now they get to feel even better about the poor people because they get to go to the movies and sit in the best seats in that house. And probably don't even have to deal with poor people anymore. Like, the poor people were the reason I didn't want to go to this outing. Now I can.
Nah, you know who's making the money? The people who are in love with the fandom. If they would have announced this while Chainsaw Man was out, the way they would have been making money regardless. Because fandom, anime people, we're going to find a way to get the best seat regardless.
I don't know. Because if the last movie I saw in theaters was the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. If this was happening then, I don't think I would have gone. I think if I really wanted to support, I would wait for it to be out on Crunchyroll and I would buy an extra volume.
I would have just bought the box set and called it a day. And then just watched it like multiple times on Crunchyroll because I already paid for Crunchyroll.
That's Yatu. There's a reason why this went number one. There's a reason why they had the highest gross.
Oh no, 100%. Like that's why I'm saying I'm ashamed of everyone who stayed on with Netflix. Like, what are y'all doing?
I don't know. I think this would. I don't know, because I feel like this will fuck up the industry, the movie industry. But then again, I'm like, they are motherfuckers that will pay.
Yeah.
Put them in the Marvel movie, and then Doomsday is coming out, like with the Avengers and everything. People gonna pay.
Still going to Marvel movies?
I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of Marvel movies coming out right now. Everything is going straight to Disney.
Plus.
So I don't know if they're gonna keep doing that.
If it's making them money, then they will.
Going straight to Disney?
If it's making them money, then they will.
What, keeping it Disney?
Yeah, I think there are people who are keeping their Disney Plus account just for Marvel shows that come out.
Okay.
And as long as it's making them money and as long as they can keep them there, they'll just keep pumping them with stuff.
Okay. That's depressing. There's another way for us to lose money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. This just been a bad segment all around. This just been some
sadder.
Sorrows. Praise.
It was a happy point when Bree suggested, the complex one, and that's a fun manga. I enjoy it.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our Manga Rec. Well, don't forget Bree's Manga Rec.
Yeah, right. To make yourself feel a little better.
Yeah. So Yeah, definitely. But any final words, anybody?
Nah, just read manga. Read more, people. Like, we're facing a literacy crisis, so just read more.
You know what's
Everything is
crazy?
political. You don't
Barnes
have to
and
read it as
Nobles.
political, but everything is political.
Yeah, there is. Barnes and Nobles are opening more shops now because of the
Really?
surge, and I like to thank social media for that. Book
We're,
Talk.
oh,
I like to thank social media for
I
that.
think even my company is trying to start a book club. So yeah, read more.
Yeah, read more,
One,
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
especially if you can afford the physical media, that means you'll actually just own the book. It's one of the few things still left that you don't have to rent from a company.
That is important. Yeah, ownership is easily under fire right now because
Yeah.
everything wants you to subscribe to maybe like just go to their site, use their app. If
Mhm.
you can own something, go ahead buy that DVD. Go ahead buy that book. Heck, books are even more safe than DVDs because
Yeah.
technology goes in and out. If you can have a physical copy,
Ah.
do that.
says the woman with the backdrop. Look at
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I
Buy
practice what I
books.
preach.
We practice what we preach. Yeah, exactly. Buy
Okay.
books.
love it.
Physical books. If you can buy books, we would recommend going to Barnes and Nobles because fuck Jeff Bezos. But
Jeff Bezos.
that's
If you subscribe to something, I don't think you actually own it.
no,
That's
you
another
don't.
No,
thing.
'cause as soon
Yeah,
as that app
they
goes
all
down or if it decides to pull something, it's
Yes,
gone.
gone.
Or heck, even if it gives you the download option, there's no guarantee that that feature will stay. Or suddenly you'll click and say file corrupted. Sorry, it's not
yeah,
here
Or
anymore.
even if the file's not corrupted, they might have something on the back end that you have the file on your computer, but it's not really the file on your computer. Still depends on us being around.
yeah. I get it. But if you, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel like you don't have the money to go to Barnes and Nobles, please try going to your local library. Get you a
Oh
library.
yeah.
Card.
Oh,
And what's even great is you don't even have to go to the library. There's the library app. So you could borrow the book on your phone or on your tablet. Or yeah, so it's amazing. There's no excuse why you shouldn't be
I
reading
think
something.
there's a lot of neighborhood that do book drop off sites.
Yeah.
So like drop take a book, drop a book. So participate in those if your neighborhood got one. So yeah, that's read more. That's my stance. It's
Yeah,
just
always
good
read
for
more.
it's good for you. It's good for society. There's an attack on education in every regard. So just read more. Like fantasy books. If your book gotta have a bit of porn, if you're an adult, go for it. Ain't nothing wrong with steamy books. There's
As
still
long as you're
words
reading
that are
the story.
grammatically correct.
I don't
Read
care.
right.
fucking
There's
books.
still words. There's still words. And listen, listen. Your mate will be very happy when you do. Don't downplay on the smut. I'm telling you right now.
not your mate. I see what you've been reading.
Fire in his fingertips.
Hey yo. But
In
yeah,
both
read
volumes,
books.
ladies and
Yo,
gentlemen, they're
I
out.
don't care if it got pictures, comic books count. They words on the page. Read
They-
books.
Words on the page. That's what kills me with whole take books out. They're not appropriate for children. You mean my kid is reading?
Right? What-
What's he reading? He did this and the that, and they did that. And it's like, oh my, that's some good vocab.
right? Like, that. Whoa, that's a college word. They know what
Right?
that mean, and you want me
Yeah.
to be mad?
Right?
Yeah.
There's 500 pages of smut, and they don't say the word penis a single time. That is impressive.
That's very impressive. That is very impressive.
No repeats, no duplicates.
That's a good book right there. If you
But
find
just to say, Derby is right. Read. Read a
more.
book. Read a book. Read a
Read a motherfucking book.
Yeah. I mean, I love Barnes
That
and
was a
Noble.
fun song
Shout
I
out
used
to
to
Barnes
play.
and Nobles. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't you guys going right after this?
we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
100%.
They're going
yeah.
to Barnes and Nobles, Book Million, all that.
I've
Well,
also been into board games lately, so play those too.
ooh, what kind of board games? Now we diving in. What kind of board
Oh,
games?
So my TikTok has decided I like board games now, so I've just been buying just a bunch of them. Went to a con yesterday, saw a board game that some indie creator made, and we were like, "Yeah, we'll buy that." When will I play it? I don't know.
Oh man, I'm still on Monopoly. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh god.
Oh, I hate Monopoly.
Oh yeah, the amount of people on board
Can't.
game TikTok that hate Monopoly, they just get angry. Like they
Wow.
mad. They mad. But nah, there's a lot.
Don't be
Fly
mad at me.
games.
Be mad at the Texans. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. But yeah. So final words. Read more, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tune into Black Ramen Podcast. We're gonna try to put out as much episodes as possible, try to be consistent. And don't forget, we have, speaking of books, we do have an anime trivia book that is out right now that you can get just by the touch of your fingertips. Ladies and gentlemen, go to our social media, hit the link tree. We have our anime trivia book, and right next to that, we got our merch. We got our anime, we got our Black Ramen logo hoodies that'll keep you nice and snuggly warm. It's the good brand. It's the good, listen, shout out to Redbubble. It's the good hoodie. And we got some new oversized hoodies too. I'm about to get a couple of those. And don't forget, stay tuned. Join our Discord. Don't forget to follow us on all social medias, X, aka Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And don't forget to leave us. Oh, we do have our email, Ask Black Ramen. If you have any questions about anything about our episode, about what we like, about our certain takes, if you have any suggestions of what we should be talking about, don't forget to email us. Don't forget the subject title, Ask Black Ramen, which is even better. You can go to our link tree, hit our Gmail account, and it already has it set up for you to ask Black Ramen on the subject title for you to write to us and tell us how you feel about our episodes and what else you want us to talk about. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
peace.
that was beautiful. I like that. Okay, we're done.